Oh, we're live. We're live. Oh, Lord, we're live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Season 3 Galactic Battle Finals. No one saw that unless you're watching this on YouTube, because no one's in the channel yet. Tonight we have CHB, the defending world champions, if we want to call them that, versus, what's up, Cody? Versus NYC. And they should have just started right now. Okay, so here we go. Looks like CHB on the left, or CHB on the right side, NYC on the left. We got lots of news here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It sounds like there has been a scandal afoot in NYC. They just recently had a guild purge. So here we go. We're going to start off strong. CHB is making the first move. That's very much like Vera to do so. He puts points out there. So Vera has embraced Bullet. Vera has embraced Bullet. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Wow. Wow. Vera has embraced Bullet. That is awesome. I called it, man. I called it. I've been preaching Bullet for a long time. Let me tell you something, though. I know the perfect counter. I know the perfect counter to this. Vera doesn't care about giving away points. CHB always ends up giving away points first. Vera is counting on his... Oh, yeah, so they're already putting points in. They don't care. And maybe they'll see if Bullet scores and jump right away, but bottom line is that when you have those Yetis out there, the Yetis will give points, and all you have to do to beat that is literally just send a one-slot bust with like a couple tier 10 airships and just wait for the awakening. The awakening will hit. Oh, now they're sending Bullet. Now, there you go. Guaranteed to get points that way. So, okay. Well, NYC officially has the lead. And there we go. Wow. Nope, never mind. Okay. Try that one more time. Nope. Okay. So Vera did pull his Bullet. He did not give away points there. That's strange. Oh! What? Oh, Vera's using strength and weakened gear. So, the Rangers that were sent by the other Bullet didn't do any damage to Vera's Bullet because he had 400% strength and weakened. So that's why. And it looks like, yeah, the troops in the back did die from the infantry awakenings. They got overkilled, but ultimately... Uh-oh, someone's swinging at Vera. Oh, man, we're coming out hot right now. Oh, this guy's, he's a baby Ark, 386k. He has just Rangers. Those are just Rangers going to check to make sure Vera's playing honest with a garrison. At this time, you can assume that Vera is either holding his Golem on his Ark garrison with Rangers or his Grievous. He usually plays with Grievous on his garrison early on because Grievous heals with his own life touch ability. So that's what's going on. Wow, we are jumping right into the action here. We can expect that this Golem has, once this Bullet is cleared, that Golem is going to have first strike. So, man, we're right into the action. This Bullet needs to be pulled. Vera, you have no reason to be there except for making this person lose first strike. So that next Golem, the next Golem is going to have, it's not even enough to kill a tier 10 airship. We got a replay? Yeah, it's a replay, but it's just going to be Rangers killing Yetis. So... Vera wants the first replay. You know, if you're in this stream, don't donate to Vera. We love what Vera does for the game. I wouldn't say we love Vera. We like him more than NYC at the moment. We'll get into that later. But there you go. 400% strength and weakened gear. Takes no damage from infantry. And then, of course, these 20,000 from Plasma, who's A-class. So he's actually not going to Infantry Awakening over, but the Plasma bombs are going to kill the Rangers. So that's what happened there. So the infantry survives because of the 400% strengthened weakened effect. For those of you that don't know, strengthened weakened effect comes from your rabbit ears and then the destructor weapons, 2 of them. So yeah, and let's see, if it is lagging, it should not be because of me. Okay, good deal. All right, so let's get right back into this. Holy crap. Wow, Vera is just sitting there making him say, he's basically saying like, oh, I wonder... See, Vera thinks that those Yetis can stop Ghost Cannon. They can't. I'm like 90% sure they can't. NYC purged like 25 members off their roster. AXR and NYC merged a while back, and NYC's boss like just purged off a bunch of their players. Yeah, and they are not happy about it. They filled it up with a bunch of alts, and yeah, pretty scandalous, man. Pretty darn scandalous. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining. Wow, man. Okay, so there we go. This bullet's Ghost Cannon should be able to kill these. Why are they not killing them? Man, I am pretty sure Ghost Cannon's damage does not increase. Oh, wait. Yeah, Ghost Cannon's damage does not increase against strength and weakened gear. However, it may be that he takes 0 damage at all. Yeah, it's possible that Ghost Cannon doesn't do increased damage from strength and weakened, but it may do reduced damage. What's up, Duffy? Man, we got a crazy play from Vera opening up with Yetis, man. He's making them adapt, you know, and he's basically saying like kill these, and then right behind it is a huge golem. So yeah, God, what is the perfect countermarch to this? So what you want to do is, since that golem will have first strike after him, what you want to do is you want to kill the first Yetis by using, I would say bullet, but I could be wrong here. All right, so what you would do, and he's not going to have first strike. That other golem's going to have first strike. So I would say, like, if you sent Rock full of tier 1, man, you'd be risking a lot of points. And CHB, they do like to go on the offensive, but I think if they had a decent point lead, they wouldn't roll back. Yeah, man, 5 minutes, dude. Vera jumped in, put his bullet out there, and there's no points yet. And with Yetis on it, with 400% strength and weakened gear, and yeah, man, like NYC's not sure what to do because they know that golem's behind him. So if they do kill it, they got 10 seconds to pull it. They got plenty of time to pull it. It's just that, like, what is the best solution to that problem? And oh, there's another bullet. So I think he's saying like this guy's sending bullet, going, what the hell? Why is it strengthened? So let's see what the Ghost Cannon does before we get too excited. I don't ignore you, Exo Stalker. I don't. It's just the stream just started. Oh, this must have been on his ship. So troop type suppression, if you mean strength and weakened gear, I know that Ghost Cannon in my trials did not do increased damage to strength and weakened gear. I know that I did not get an increase for using strength and weakened gear. However, I do know that my accuracy was significantly lowered when other people used strength and weakened over me. So Yetis versus my bullet, Yetis were destroying me. But I didn't think Ghost Cannon did 0 damage. So that's interesting. Which, cool, that's a new element to the game that we need to factor in. But yeah, man, bullet on bullet action, right? I mean, geez. Opening with a bullet with a golem behind him. Look at that, bullet before golem. How's that for the game change meta? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow. Wow. So bullet with Yetis and 400% strength and gear up front is really hard to stop. You have to send points, and then if he has Rangers behind it, you might get Ghost Cannon. But you know, that's really weak to just a 1-slot bust Raymond with or Golem with any airship with Sepp Rogers, because he might hit Tyrant Cometh. Yeah. So in order to join the giveaway, I should probably update the description there. Let's do that. The giveaway. We're going to say that a lot tonight, probably. The giveaway is going to take place tonight at, I'm thinking, 10 o'clock in 2 hours. And the only way to enter is to subscribe to the channel or tell me who you are, or both. So the link is now in the description of the video. And let's turn the sound off, edit video. And here we go. Oh. Enter the contest to win here. All right, save changes. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Another one? Nope, same one. Why is it lagging for you? I wonder if it just started. Maybe give it a minute. There might be something going on. Let's see. All right, so that golem was pulled. Vera reset his bullet. God, for 40k bullet. I mean, Vera already has 100k or 800k golem. 150k Raymond, 100k Grievous, maybe 250k Raymond. I don't know, just ridiculous. NYC has scored a single point. They must have killed one of those Yetis. A single Yeti is worth 1 point. What's up, Badge? Are you an acidic Jew, or is that just your thing? Oh, 371k Stella. That's a big Stella. Although 371k Stella, if that's what's going to have to break Vera's golem out, good luck. 371k to one slot bust and 850k golem. Definitely doable. Definitely doable. Especially because his golem builds damage, so he's a little more squishy. So for those of you just joining us, it is bottom team is going to be our home team, Vera and CHB. Vera is the proverbial boss or the in-game boss of our game. He has the biggest commander, an 850k golem. He has a 250k Raymond and a 100k Grievous, and now a 40k bullet. He has 232 million power. He does have tier 11 airships. He may have more. And he is revealing the upper left stronghold that NYC is starting to try to defend. It looks like we have Butt Cheeks and Adon here. Those are familiar names if you've seen the other streams. Those are Vera's go-to guys. And Waterfalling is somewhere around here, I'm sure. Where is Waterfalling? Yeah, there's Waterfalling. So he's a fan favorite because we just like to say his name. And it's in English, so... yeah. And Adon. It's just a weird name to say. Adon, Adonis, that comes from like the perfect body type. I don't even know. I think it's from like Renaissance times. But anyway, let's figure out who our contenders are. So there's a 25 million ship. There is a 100 million ship, and that I don't know if that's the AXR former boss or if that's NYC's current boss. Yep, Softly Muttering. Go ahead and throw your question out. Anyone's welcome to help him out. You can black hole a bullet, but not when they're in a garrison. You cannot send. I'm sorry, not when they're in a stronghold. So you cannot send black hole bombs to strongholds. Yeah, Adonis Greek. That's right. So okay, Vera's bullet is back, and each Yeti is only worth 1 point. So CHB technically is losing by 1 point. I mean, that's very, very rare. You can always say you started watching the GB finals back when it was only 1 point difference, and here's your proof. There's the 1 point. NYC has the lead. CHB is forced to go on the offensive. The reason CHB has to go on the offensive is if they did not, and the game went for 12 more hours, then whoever has the most points would win, and thus they have to go on the offensive to take a stronghold or score more points. And because they are behind, they are, by manner, expected to act. They could be dicks and just go away for 6 hours and just defend their strongholds with Rangers while... and not give away any points and just hope that Vera leaves or gets tired or bored. But ladies and gentlemen, this is the Season 3 Galactic Battle Finals. We finally got it a little more organized this time around. We got the subscriber count up. The viewer numbers are up. His name is 1000 Month. That's right, 1000 Months. We got the subscriber count up. If you were here for Season 2's finals 8 months ago, 6 months ago, then you probably didn't have the luxury of watching it with anyone else or doing it in a live stream. So I want to thank you guys for being here because I watched it alone, all by myself. So now I'm not alone, so that's nice. All right, make sure you pop your shields if you're not watching your Ark. Sometimes it's hard to get back to your ship when you're watching the playoffs, and something happened. We haven't decided who to give our medals to. Let's check World Chat. Let's see, maybe we'll be nice and NYC my bad. It looks like Vera definitely put his replay out there first, kind of selfishly. I don't think he needs the medals. He might just be, I don't know, hoarding them because he knows that maybe one day they'll be worth something else. Who wants medals? Let's see. I think he already has maximum medals. But if he wants them, he deserves it, you know. He's Vera, man. He's doing the Lord's work. He's paying for our servers, guys. And he did give it the very first replay as a bullet replay. And he showed us something new. No one's ever used 400 Strength and Gear Yetis to open any GB with bullet behind him. I mean, that is such a strong play. If you're going to go on the offensive, man, he just totally punishes all Rangers and puts Rangers in the backside. So, such a baller move. Man, he's such a baller. Such a baller. He's so good. Not only is he the most powerful player in the game, but he's so smart, too. Very rarely does he make mistakes. All players make mistakes. Don't kid yourself. All players make mistakes. But Vera just does it so rarely. Just so rarely, man. He's so good. He's so good. He's not as good as Gan. Gan is our dude. But, yeah. Oh, should we? Hey, hi, everyone. Hi, everyone, if you're in here and talking in World Chat. Char Char, huh? So keep your eye on Char Char. Is that what I'm hearing? Alright, let's keep an eye out for Char Char. If you guys are watching the GB on your own, if I miss any good replays, or if you see anything happening on the other side of the map, let me know. Post it in the chat. I will try to keep up. You know, I don't know what I'm doing on this thing. I'm not a broadcaster. I certainly don't have any help, so I'm kind of watching all the maps, and I am trying to keep an eye on the main fight. So if I miss anything, help me out. Help me help everyone else. So, what up, Wolfie? Last time Wolfie was hanging. Is it Jordan, your Wolfie? I thought your name was Wolfie in YouTube as well. But, aha, there we go. We've got ourselves some waterfalling with a 58k Stella. And, ooh, we got an honorable mention from a Jigen weenie. For those of you that don't know, Jigen is a cool hero. No one ever plays Jigen. You never see him in Ace or anything. But if you watch how Jigen plays, he's actually a very fun commander to use. Because, like, oh, someone popped him. Look at this. Oh, yeah. If you do thumbs up, I think that helps. I don't know why that helps. The only people that subscribe to my channel play this game. And honestly, I don't want people watching this stream if they don't play our game. What's the point? They don't know what we're talking about. Oh, Vera stepping it up a notch, saying, okay, doesn't want to be beat by tier suppression. So technically, tier 7 and lower, maybe tier 8 too, and lower, is affected by that strength and weaken gear. Tier 9 is not. So when Vera puts out these okay, so he's got backup. Butt Cheeks is backing him up. They're probably working together on Skype or something, or whatever they use. Probably Discord. No, it's Chinese. I don't know. We didn't want to cheer for Vera because he's the bad guy. But, like, I gotta say, man, he opened up like a boss. Bullet with points. And the first replay was a winning Bullet replay. And, dude, I'm such a sucker for Bullet, man. I'm such a sucker for Bullet. I like to claim I put Bullet on the map, so I kind of feel like I got to support Vera. He did turn me down for an interview. I wanted to interview him. Actually, he didn't really turn me down. That's really a I don't know, what's the term? Professional. That's a professional courtesy I'm giving him. A person contacted me that's in CHB and asked him on my behalf. And basically just said he only plays this game for fun, which was basically no, he's not going to do my interview. But that's okay. That's okay. You know what? We'll do one good interview, and we'll just keep working down the line. If people are willing to do interviews and talk about their gameplay experience, and we'll build something of it. I don't even know if that's a good idea. It might be super cringy, and like we'll do one interview and be like, well, why are we doing this? I don't know. We'll see. It was an idea. It was a thought. I'm sure a lot of people are going to look back on this game and be like, who helped pay for this game? Why is this the number 10 most money spent on apps of all time in the Google Play Store? Why this game? It's this weird little game. But it is. It's got the fewest amount of players and the most money spent. In the top 10, it's like, it's ridiculous, the stats, the money people spend on this game. All right, so waterfalling through a replay. Wow, waterfalling 1? My man. All right. Let's see. Yeah. All right, so we've got Vera. Now let's see what they send. So what you'd want to send here is you want to send. So the only way to get rid of those, assuming it's tier suppression and strength and weaken gear, is maybe. So I'm guessing Ghost Cannon doesn't work on strength and weaken gear. That is not something I verified. Verified. Oh wow. So I never verified it because I never had the gear. It'd be surprising how much work goes into these videos, and I still don't get to cover all the topics. So how do we beat that, man? What is the best way to beat that? It's definitely going to be other airships of equal tier. Another Seraphim. There's so many Seraphim. All right, so he's trying the Ghost Cannon. I want to watch a Bullet replay where Ghost Cannon's failing, and we're not seeing any. I know. It's such a bad pun. Now, see, Vera's not sharing... Oh. Yeah, you can't hit Awakening if there are no troops in the way. No Awakenings if there's no troops. Man. Let's get caught up on these replays. I want to see what happens when Ghost Cannon hits 400%. I know what happens. I know why Vera's doing it, because Ghost Cannon doesn't work against Strength and Weaken. That must be the answer. I got to verify before I make the claim, but that's got to be the answer. So what do we do? How do we solve that issue? Well, you got to send points, and they don't want to send points. Man, oh man, oh man. I mean, technically they have the lead, so problem is how do they get past that? Dude, that's something I'm gonna have to sit down and think about for a while, because I can't just hum it out over the telly, you know. I mean, what I would do honestly is I would just send one slot bust and just hope for an awakening to wipe out the bullet, because there's Yetis there. You're not gonna get ghost cannoned. We pray you hit an awakening. God, that would be bad. Oh, okay. What you do is you do Rangers in front, and then one airship in slot 4 for the awakening later. But I can't even show that right now. I'll get to that later. Basically, there is a way to do it. The problem is right after that, here comes a massive, 200k golem. Yeah, and he has first strike here. So even if you did send a troop, this golem gets first strike. You don't get the opportunity to. You have to basically gold jump within 10 seconds. So that's a great opening, man. Great opening to the finals. Yeah, so you put troops on tiles 5 and 6, or 4, 5, and 6, not 1 and 2, just so that the ghost cannons will go off if you miss your awakening, and then you make sure they hit the. Yeah, you make sure that the ghost cannons, if you do miss it, hit rangers instead. So. Second. All right, what do we got? Now, what are they trying to do? So obviously with that golem behind it, they have to kill the bullet, jump. They got 10 seconds to do it. It's not that hard. And I mean, even Vera probably knows, like, oh, the answer to this is just killing the bullet and then jumping out of the way, sending rangers to take away the first strike from the golem, and then sending something behind it. But of course, their golem's going to jump. So let me reiterate. What you do is you send points. You send 10 tier 10 airships in the front row against that bullet, you awakening them, you kill them, whatever. Then you got 10 seconds to pull that march before that next golem comes in and kills whatever you sent. Now, what you could do is you could send a ranger in slot 1 if you're attacking, and then a ship in slot 2, and he's sending it in the bottom slot. So he broke through. Yeah, so that's what he's doing. He's breaking through with troops in the third row and hoping that those walker troops are killing his rangers so that when he wins and then the golem attacks, the golem doesn't get to hit awakenings because there's no troops there. He just instantly kills him. So instead of paying the gold to jump, he's just letting his golem die, or he's letting his troop die that wins the first fight. If I'm fumbling my words, I will reiterate what I'm saying now that I've kind of got it sorted out. But that they're doing it right. NYC has found a solution. They're sending troops in slots 2 or 3, and then making sure troops in slot 1 die, so that after he wins the fight and goes to the next fight, he loses instantly, and that golem that's sitting here loses his first strike. So what they're probably trying to do is once that golem loses his first strike, they should be speed marching Stella with tier 10 or tier 11 right behind him. And that's probably what they're doing. That's just what we're not seeing it because it's happening so fast. But that golem, CHB's butt cheeks, we'll call him, he's pulling right after winning that fight, he pulls. So we're playing a really good game of cat and mouse here. So now that we've got a handful, or we've got a hand on what's going on, it took us 20 minutes, but basically we're clearing all the weenies out. And here comes Vera. Okay, so watch what's going to happen here. Because this ranger... Ooh. So that doesn't matter. That's fine. That's fine. So that I was thinking that Megan being in the way is going to absorb or kill whoever kills this bullet. But that won't be a problem. So, okay. Okay. All right, so what we're seeing right now is we're seeing a couple weenies to buy time. So CHB has some weenie senders. And then you've got Vera followed by butt cheeks. Vera's bullet is here so that the strength and weaken gear takes 0 damage from an opposing bullet or tier suppression beater. I was going to say, you know, you could use rock and annihilator ray with tier 1, but they give away points. You know, CHB is bleeding points doing this strategy. You know, they really are. So... Are they still clearing weenies? They clear the weenies, and then they're going to send one ranger, and then tier 7. Oh yeah, man, it takes a lot. Like level 26 or higher of all the 3 pieces of gear. It's a lot. It's a lot of melange, man. It's a lot of melange. All right, so there's a speed march coming in to kill the bullet. It's going to be a golem. Oh, no. Well, that plasma's not going to do anything. Who just did that? That was stupid. That was a stupid move. Yeah, he just gave away a bunch of points and didn't do anything. That was really dumb. It was an A class, so he didn't even do any damage to the back row. He plasma bombed a few of them. I mean, come on. It wasn't very smart. I mean, he took away first strike. Okay, but that didn't do much. That didn't matter. What he needs to send is the golem with troops in slots 1 and 2. Alright, a spinning icon is here I'm thinking. I probably do just pause every once in a while and just think and like not pay attention to what I'm doing. That probably happens. Alright, so what does NYC have to do? Well, first off, they need to be mindful of the time. Right now they've got 34 minutes. So Vera and company came out strong. They knew exactly what their strategy is. Adon and Vera are just sitting here giving vision. Probably that 250k Raymond is on ship. They have been burning, so they're sharing vision of each other. Vera just jumps back when he loses his fight. He does have black holes on his commanders. I am sure of it. So maybe he's having trouble keeping the troops filled, because you can't auto-replenish your own troops when you're self-garrisoning, because it'll use high tier. So NYC's still getting the points, and they're only at 146. That's really nothing. Oh, is it hat time? It's not hat time. We're getting too far ahead of ourselves. We are getting too far ahead of ourselves for hat time. Okay, so we got a bullet clear. Whoa. Okay, so he's using tier 2. Oh, that's interesting. Let's check that out. So he loses, so he automatically loses the fight. Doesn't have to worry about Golem killing the unit. But because tier 11, the infantry now works with walkers instead of infantry working with airships. They switched it up. 9 and 10, infantry worked with airships. So that's what's going on there. Now that the Hoot is lost, the Golem has lost his first strike, and someone needs to be speed marching that. That Golem, okay, I was going to say, that Golem was vulnerable. Hat, please. Oh, God. Oh, God. We don't get the hat yet. We don't do the hat yet. Although I do kind of feel vulnerable without a hat on. I don't normally wear hats, unless it's sunny outside. Us white people in the sun, when you're bald, you got to wear a hat, dude. Gotta wear a hat. Alright, so 33 minutes. So here's what's... So when Vera and company are doing this little bullet golem switch, they're also sending a minute's worth of weenies, right? So every one of these is 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And of course there's a bullet or a plasma there just helping out. It doesn't have to send a bullet or a plasma with a bunch of tier 1, but it'll stand to fight better than getting beat by other weenies on the opposing side if they don't send a real march. And it's first few minutes of the GB. You throw some gold around, you're gonna. So no major trades have gone down yet. Man, this is some really high level stuff. This is nice. So they're still trying to break through. Okay, so now he's sending a plasma to kill the Rangers in the back row to make sure the bullet doesn't get a lucky ghost cannon off. And not that he should, but technically if you send one Ranger, and then a bunch of airships on the bottom, technically you could get unlucky and get caught by a ghost cannon on the back row. You could if you miss your awakening and you miss your Gemini. So you got to be careful. So the plasma is supposed to kill off all those bullet troops in the back so they don't accidentally ghost cannon the clearing wave. So that's a really good thing. It's buying them time. It's not just the march. It's those extra Rangers in the back. I don't know if they did that deliberately, but it's a huge risk that they're not willing to give up right now. Because if they fall behind, if NYC falls behind by 1,000 points, I think Vera might just back off and see what they could do to I don't know, to do a little attacking. But I mean, that's incredible gameplay. I mean, this is such a weird game. You think about this game and you go like, it's basically like commanders attack commanders and there's not much strategy to it. Whoever has the most money wins. It's just not the way it's played. There is quite a bit of strategy. And here we are, 31 minutes in. NYC hasn't been able to clear, and they haven't been able to gain more than 1,000 points. So to get 30 minutes on this stronghold, they've only had 1,000. They've only had to risk 1,000 points. Now here's the scary part. Vera knows that if he can get this down to 12 minutes, he can pull and just not have to worry about healing his commanders. I think what Vera is trying to do is legitimately just trying to save his own gold. He knows that he could stick his golem in there and force them to send tier 11 over and over and over, and Vera would have to heal, and they would have to heal. He just found an economical way of doing it. This little bullet trick has probably saved him thousands. I don't know how many times he's used this trick. This is the first time I've seen him use it, but You know, I should let him know, man. I'm the one who broke the bullet news. I think you should kick us back at least an interview. Do a little something for the community, you know what I mean? God. Alright, let's see. We got Rose Killer. I don't even know who that is. That's a new guy. Alright, let's catch some replays up. I mean, man, who said boring? Boo! Rock, what's his name? I know he's in this chat, too. This is not a boring game. This is one of the best. This is the best GB opening I've ever seen. Undoubtedly, sports fans. We have never seen this level of action where a new strategy is employed, and NYC, one of the smartest groups out there, is really struggling to solve the problem. Eventually, they're just going to have to suffer risking... Oh. Yep, okay, smart move. But now they've got to clear that. They've got to clear it. It's got to be cleared, guys. Oh, man. NYC, are you not getting the memo? They're putting you guys to work right now. Okay, so if you're NYC and you know you can't beat Vera's Golem in a one-on-one fight, what do you need to do? Well, you got to stop Vision, right? So that means you need to get a bunch of guys, and they have one of the most organized guilds out there. Well, they used to. I don't know about anymore. They knocked off half the roster. But you send all the baby arcs to surround, and then you fill them up with black hole bombs and rangers, and hope that Vera tries to crush through to get vision of the stronghold, and in the meantime, and along the way, doesn't have vision to let it keep getting reset. Now, they should be clearing. This is a huge blunder. Huge blunder. They need to be clearing all these weenies right now. This is a big blunder. There's no one there to hold it. They're not even worried about it. Now, here comes the clearing march. That was a blunder, though. Oh, man. But what they should be trying to do is surround the garrison and kick Vera and Adon out so they lose vision. And the only way to successfully do that is to outnumber them. Having 30, 40 players is good. Having 80 is better. But how to get rid of bed bugs? Yo, what is this? Is there a freaking spam bot in my chat? You got to be kidding me. Get out of here. How do I get rid of the spam bot? All right, well. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I know. I got some questions for Carito. But Gan, I got work to do, guys. I got so much work to do. I got to work on Adobe Premiere Elements. I just got so much stuff to do. Oh, no. Oh, no. So, I hope they caught this. If Butt Cheeks didn't realize that his golem is in front, then they could march a big bullet up there and catch him. Now, granted, this... oh, he pulled it. See, he pulled it. Butt Cheeks was paying attention. If Butt Cheeks wasn't, though, you put a big bullet there, and if that one-slot golem doesn't hit his awakening, that fourth slot of a bullet will ghost cannon. There's a good chance. Woo, man. Man, oh, man. Oh, man. All right, slow it down, everyone. Just slow it down. Slow it down. All right, we need ambiance music. What do we need? Derelictus? This looks good. Okay. 27 minutes. All right. I'll be right back. Time? How do you shower? Alright, you know what I was thinking would be funny? Is if Vera started sending, like, instead of just one troop, I know he's doing it low risk, you know, he's only sending one troop at a time, but it would be funny if he sent, like, a bunch of, uh-oh, what do we got? Neko, 10K, just a clearing march. It would be funny if he sent, like 150, 200 Yetis, so that when that golem comes through, if he doesn't have a strong enough wall there, he might Gemini and accidentally kill the golem before the golem kills him. So, yeah. But anyway, we're having too much fun here. Let's see. Sorry. So the bullet is still getting knocked down by the plasma wave that comes through to knock the Rangers out. And then the Golem March comes through to kill off the Walkers. And then the other Golem kills the counter Golem March. And then Vera resets. And then Butt Cheeks resets. And then there's 4 weenies in the way. Honestly, man, NYC is going to have to bite the bullet here and realize they can't clear faster than the way CHB is playing this. So they either need to block vision and start hitting their ships, but they have to send Rangers because you know Vera and Adon have black hole bombs on their ships. So they've got to clear them with Rangers, and good luck trying to get past a 250k Raymond unless you've got, they got a 300k Stella, they could do it. But he probably is doing it, breaking through, and then Vera's just jumping back, you know. That's why they got 2 guys there, not 1. What up, Sick Call? Welcome to the stream. We are in full hype mode. Winner is going to be announced at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. 2 hours. Well, hour and a half. Yeah. So I haven't announced. There's going to be 2 winners. There's going to be a random winner for whoever is on the stream. When I go through the list, it just picks a random name, and I'll call the name out. If you're here, great. If not, I go to the next one. And then the guild that wins is the following day. So I will do that at noon the following day. I just got to tally up all the guilds that entered. Whoever has the most entrants from their guild is awarded. The guild gets the gift card. They can do whatever they want with it. They want to do it for Christmas, or whoever's MVP of the guild, they can take it. Whoever represents their guild, I will let them decide. So, how did that happen? How did that happen? How did 1 get taken out? Did we miss that? And that's some serious pointage. Welcome, Suave. You are late, but you know what? You're just in time for the action. The action's been non-stop, man. We've been going 30 minutes now. Oh no. What happened? There was a ghost cannon. There was a ghost cannon. Start by interviewing Lop. Lop would love that. He really would. Uh-oh. 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 Send a bullet. Send a couple bullets. He probably has first strike. He probably has first strike. They need to be sending. We're probably not seeing it right. Alright, add-on got popped, and he's back. NYC is starting to surround. Oh man, this is bad news. This golem is still there. Come on, man. Come on, man. Okay, Vera's back in the action. He just popped up. We are at 23 minutes. Now listen, Vera only needs to hold for... To be safe, he wants to get it for another 13 minutes. He wants to get it to the 10-minute mark. But I think technically he could hold it for 12 minutes by just sending weenies. So they just got to keep it revealed and keep sending weenies. And CHB does have the point lead right now. They don't even have to take this stronghold, but they're 22 minutes in. They've only got to hold it for 12 more minutes, and then just weenie roast it. Just send weenies nonstop. When I say hold it, they actually have to win fights. Otherwise, the time would start now. But, oh man, I feel like I'm doing a terrible job of explaining that. Basically, if you lose 60 out of 80 fights when you're defending a stronghold, I'm going to say that one more time. When you are defending a stronghold, you have to successfully defend it 60 out of 80 times. Otherwise, you cannot unsuccessfully defend it 60 out of 80 times. If you lose too many times, you can no longer march to that stronghold and you have to wait 15 minutes. And Suave, about that Zukon comment, I don't know if that's a good idea, but definitely he posted some great stuff. But I don't know. I don't know about that, but I don't know. Probably, oh, I don't know. Anyway, that's none of my business. Great guy, Zukon. Doing the Lord's work, he is. But anyway, all right, so Butt Cheeks' golem is back in there. And Vera got popped. No, Vera's back. Yeah, oh, replays. Okay, what do we got? I want to figure out where those points came from. Let's see the most recent one. If you haven't given away points yet, and you haven't chosen who to give them to yet, I don't know. I think Vera definitely deserves it for putting Bullet out there like a boss. God, man, it's so baller. And introducing a new strategy on the finals. Oh, man. But it's like he doesn't need them. He has the maximum medals. Once you have maximum medals and you have the purple avatar, you get all the awards, and it says, oh, you're 0 points away from your next award. And it's because you already have them all. So that's why. But if you want to give him to Vera, he's definitely deserving of it, or you can throw it to Waterfalling or whoever. Yep. So Rose Killers, oh man, Ranger replays are getting us. We gotta watch out for these Ranger replays. here we go. Dude, Lop's diet's so weird. What was he making last night? A blue cheese soup with carrots and lettuce. Yo, someone ban this person from my... Someone ban this person from the stream. Dating for adults. How do I get rid of this person? Block. Alright, there we go. Let's see. Here, I'm going to put Suave. I'm going to make you a moderator. And Duff, I'm going to make you a moderator. And if you see anyone posting weird shit, don't let them in. Or ban them. Okay. Alright. Yeah, so where are we at? Hey, there you go. Now you're blue. Alright. Let's get caught up. So let's focus on the battle here. This has been madness. If you see anyone posting inappropriate stuff or ads or porn, just ban them. Just ban them. Give them the old ban hammer. Alright, so we have 12 or 18 minutes left. Butt Cheeks has his golem there. I mean, man, they're afraid to send a big march because they don't want to run into that golem, and they won't have first strike. So this is when they should be sending big bullets. They should be sending big bullets to march through. Yeah, you're going to have to figure out the bedbugs thing on your own. Damn it, see, now the ads got us talking about the ad. And the whole thing was advertising dating for singles and adults. Like, come on. Okay, so looks like golem has been pulled. Vera is resetting. 18 minutes. And does NYC successfully taken vision? NYC has taken vision. So Vera and company need to gold march back into play. But they have not. So something big happened. Something big happened. Uh-oh. Nope, never mind. CHB is back. We're withdrawing real quick. We're going to check the score here. And... oh, man. Oh, man. 3.75 million. So Vera or somebody caught someone trying to clear their arc with a one-slot bust. Oh, man. Where's that replay at? Someone, hey, if you guys are watching this game on your own, please jump into the replay pool and find that big replay, because, man, we missed it. We missed it. Dang it. That was a bummer. That was a big one. What's the big replay? Which is... alright, let's see if anyone knows. Man, I bet it's Vera's golem. I bet you it's Vera's golem. One slot busting. Someone was sending on him, and he was like, you know, I'll just put my golem one here, one slot. Try and clear me. And, so the thing is when you're clearing arcs, that have vision, oh man, they're gonna go for it. Okay, CHB does not have to go for this, but they're like, we're 7 minutes away. They would probably rather pay the 100 and 200 bucks worth of gold to just hold this thing, and then get into a long 10-hour drawn-out fight. We've been streaming for 40 minutes, 45 minutes. So, man, oh man, oh man, this is intense, man. CHB has thrown the gloves off. They said, you know what, we won the points fight. There's the big golem. Okay. Now, there's Vera's big golem. He's going to score on that. He's going to score on that. There's nothing over there. Oh, man. Look at this. Yeah, you got to watch out, bro. They'll try and snipe you while you're watching the stream, bro. Got to be careful, man. You got to protect your tiles. All right, so Vera parked his golem. He says, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, no. It reset. It reset. Okay, well, I was wrong. Vera decided he didn't want to hold it. And it has reset. Wasn't enough weenies. Rose Killer rolled in with it, Nekajiro, and cleared it. So, I think CHB should have went for it, man. They had the point lead. If they would have went for it, they would have given up more points. They would have had the vision. Strategically, that was probably the better choice to let it reset. Ooh, NYC scored some points there, but CHB still has the lead. Man, oh man. So the thing is like Vera and company had already taken the point lead when they were behind, and they had it down to 18 minutes. So their logic was probably, well, listen, we're already up by 3 million points, but we're 18 minutes away from the stronghold, and what we really are is 8 minutes away, because at the 10-minute mark, you just send weenie. So all we have to do is hold this for 8 minutes. How many times did you have to reset your golem and re-heal it, Vera, in 8 minutes? Probably 2 or 3 times, not that many times. But in exchange for that, they would have lost a lot of points. So CHP probably could have taken the left stronghold in the next 18 minutes, or in the next 8 minutes, but they would have lost enough points that it wouldn't have been worth it in the long run, because even though they would have had the left stronghold and they would have had vision of the enemy garrison over here, they would have had vision of this, ultimately they would still have to park their big guys there and get the point lead back. And they said, you know what, we'll give up the garrison and we'll give up the stronghold and we'll keep the point lead, and they reset it. So CHP is still on the offensive here. I don't know if Vera was anticipating getting caught there. They had a solid 3 million point lead. I think he parked his golem there, wasn't paying attention for half a second, and he got speed marched and caught. But you know, that's I mean, that's just a revelation of what NYC's doing. They're putting the pressure on. You know, they're knocking the ships away. They're keeping them busy. You know, Vera and company, they have a strategy. They have a plan. They know what they're doing. They're trying to execute it. And their plan is real simple. We see it. Get to the stronghold, send the bullet, send the golem, sit in 5 weenies behind him. That's the plan. Well, if you let them do that and you just try to fight that little 5-6 army battle, then you're playing right into their idea, right? Their plan. But if you start hitting Vera's Ark and making him switch his garrison around and making him replant black holes and making him refill his rangers, now we can't focus on what's coming at the garrison. And if you got water falling and Adon trying to protect themselves as well, they can't focus on the garrison. So it gets a little crazy. And if you got 5 incomings and 5 scouts every 10 seconds, it's just so much to process. So it's busy work, man. It's super busy. Did I miss something important there? I need to rewatch that. I had popcorn earlier, and I got damn kernels in my teeth. Okay. Are we going to see a sniper round that goes through... He doesn't have tear suppression on? 231. 231. The sniper hits hard, man. Nakajiro! He got one! He got one! 50,000 Rangers with a sniper hit was able to get a point. He killed a tier 10 airship. That's what you get for not using tear suppression. Damn, butt cheeks, you got caught. One ship. That was only 50,000 points. I think one ship's 50,000 points. But Rosekiller got one, man, with Rangers. In the stronghold. Doing the Lord's work. Let's see. Okay. So NYC had a close scare there, man. That was... They were shaking in their boots. You lose that stronghold, and then... Really, once you lose this stronghold... The enemy team has complete vision of that half of the map instead of just... Well, they have that half of your map. So instead of having vision of half the map, you end up getting sharing vision with the half of the map the side you have. I swear, that makes sense. It's just hard to listen when I say it. Yeah, if you guys don't know, if you take a stronghold in your opponent's side, it's normally Fog of Ward. But once you take it, you have complete vision of that half of their side of the map. And you can see the enemy base, and you don't have to travel to it to send to it. So although it makes it easier for you to attack into, it's not necessarily important if you already have the point lead. If you have the point lead, you don't need to put your army out there, because you're just going to lose the point lead even further, and at that point you're committed to just sacrificing your army. So, yeah. So, wow. We are at 48 live viewers right now. That's pretty sweet. 48 live viewers, and the finals itself has 54. So we are tied. And how many of the people are watching this stream and this at the same time? That's what's interesting. So if you are from 7 Pirates, hit me up. Hit me up. I want to work together. Let's do this. Let's have some fun. Let's talk to the foreign community. Let's plan events out. Oh, that's what we missed. So airships now work with infantry. Damn, Stella with airships. Oh, miss. Stella doesn't have a guaranteed hit skill. Oh no. And there's only troops in slot 1. That means Vera 163k. Jesus, man. This was that 200k Stella? I don't even know. It's a lot. No, not 200k. It's 100k. 725, 750. Anyway. Wow, getting hits. All 6 of his get to go first, and because this guy was smart enough He didn't put troops in slots 2 and 3, just 1 ranger. He won't kill Vera, so that means his 4th slot gets to go for free. Here it comes! Oh, the emotional delay, 62. And he got his wings and 44. Oh no. Oh, wait a minute. Was that the old one, or is NYC back in the lead? Oh, dude, that was sick. That was sick. Do we have an emoji, guys? What emoji are we using tonight? Are we using Christmas trees because the event's so close? What else? What should we use? If you got an emoji, just throw it out there. Throw out your emojis. Just make yourself known. Oh my god, what's the score? Okay, that was the one from earlier. So, dude, even though Vera gave up 100-something ships, he was still in the lead. Damn. Damn. Oh my lord. Man, that was sick. That was so sick. Okay. What are we doing here? Man, okay, so it looks like we have a bit of a reset. Vera's taken some losses. He's got to spend some gold to heal those up. Or speed ups. He might have the speed ups still. I don't know. He gets in so many of these big battles. He's probably out of speed ups by now. Poor guy. He's taking a beating, man. He's taking a beating. Alright, so there's a bit of a reset right now. A bit of a reset indeed. What can I show you guys? I want to show you guys something, but I can't show you too much. We're going to do a 15 second pause. 15 second pause starting now. Okay. Are we live? Stream health is live. Okay, check this out. These are alpha images. These are the new tier 11, and these were gifted to me by a very talented group of people today. And I'm gonna leave those anonymous because it's no one's business. I don't know how they got them. I have my suspicions. But check this out. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Is the camera all messed up? I think the camera's messed up. Well, anyway, they're big files. They're big alpha files. They're transparent files, so you can lay them over anything. And now that I've got these, I can make better looking thumbnails. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'd like to have all of them, but that's what I got for now. But yeah, there's the walkers. There is the infantry. There's the airship. Oh, there's a better look at it. There we go. There you go. Isn't that cool? Wish I could turn it sideways easier. But anyway, there's that sneak peek. Oh, let's see if I don't mess this up. Right back into it. Alright, there we go. The one thing I fear is that I do this on my phone, so sometimes it just might freak out on me. Don't crash, game. Don't crash. Don't crash, game. I wonder what this looks like. Is this working? Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, I got access to the YouTube Studio Beta. What does that mean? Huh. Add streaming info. What? Interesting. So YouTube... Oh, am I live still? I think I'm live, but the game is dead. Okay. We are going to try and shut it all down. Are we still live? Yep, no, yep, maybe. YouTube has just hit me up and told me that I should monetize the stream and I should add a thumbnail. So that's interesting. The YouTube's really funny. Like the way the game, like the way YouTube is played out, it's like, yeah, it's like this basic thing everyone can use. But the more things you upload, the more people that subscribe, YouTube starts unlocking stuff that you never even knew about. So, oh, please don't log into the wrong account. Okay, good deal. I'm gonna clear my notifications so it doesn't bother us anymore. All right, there's my gifts for the finals. And let's get back into Alright, let's get back into the action before we miss anything. Because I think they were on a lull of reset. You know, that tier 11 exchange. That was a good march by both of them, man. That Stella, both Stellas knew what they were doing. But Stella needs to get nerfed, man. She's so good. She's so good. CHB still has the lead. And there we go. So, yeah. Oh, dude, the armor guy on Full Metal Alchemist, he kind of looks like that guy, but he looks more like Full Metal. I don't think I'll make any money, man. I make like a penny per 5 views. It's not even worth the headache. So, oh, we should probably, let's do this. Is it time? It's time. Okay. We got our captain's hat on. Oh boy, we're balling out. Oh, we gotta have a jacket though. It doesn't look right without shoulder pads. Honey, we need a jacket. Dun, dun, dun. That guy looks like a poor man's Cumberpatch. Alright, so you think these hats are all fancy and stuff, but look at it, look. It's just like felt. It's like nothing. It's like ready to fall apart. Oh yeah. Thought I had a stain on my shirt. It's a giant cum stain on my shirt. That'd be nasty. Nasty. Alright, we got our hat on, boys. Captain's hat. It's that time. Oh. Alright. Alright, what do we need to do? What do we need to do, boys and girls? Well, I know. But the thing is about Stella is that she's a free commander. Like, you don't have to pay money to have Stella. I mean, yeah, you the release 10 events and all that, but compared to all the other guys, she's free. So if they're going to nerf anyone, Stella's on that list. Now, the problem is that if you take Stella out of the game, infantry is hurt, man. You can't main a plasma, you know? Like, I mean, you can, but it's not a good idea. You're better off maining Rita. Yeah, we weren't affected too bad. The fires, I'm an hour east of LA, so mostly just traffic. I went through it to do some family stuff, but yeah, no, you don't want to main infantry commanders right now. I like Nekajiro, man. His sniper hits so hard. You never really see people main Nekajiro because Stella is so much better. I'm telling you though, that sniper, man, people sleep on that sniper. You get wrecked by that sniper skill. But if you proc a sniper and a different like Sagittarius and Scorpio, dude, that's like a one shot. That's like literally 10 times base damage. But you never see anyone do it. You never see anyone do it because no one rolls that way. Oh, dude, we need. Oh, did we throw emojis out there? Did I miss the emoji storm? Shit. I love how that everyone's putting these lightning bolts in their name. It's almost played out though. I'm gonna put Corn in my name. I was gonna change my name a long time ago to the Corn Commander or the Corn King. The Corn King. That was funny. I was just trying to draw attention to people. Trying to entertain people. That's what I do. No, Walker David. Okay, do we have a lull in the action? Can we talk to David about walkers, guys? Is it time to talk about like actual in-game knowledge for people that are new to the game that need to know some things? Listen, here's what you need to know about Ark of War. It is definitely a pay-to-win game. If you spend more money, you have more fun. But it doesn't have to be. It is really hard to play this game after 6 months after you've done a few merges, okay? because you're going to have to be shielded a lot. Unless you're comfortable with not being shielded all the time and sending your resources to someone else and staying empty and making friends with people, then you got to stay shielded a lot. Now, the thing is, Rogers is the king of the game. Any commander toe-to-toe with Rogers with any gear, with any troops in an equal fight, Rogers always wins. The closest matchup in a fair fight, just to see who wins, is literally Lilith. And the problem with Lilith is you'd have to main a Lilith. Lilith sucks at killing monsters. She's not terrible at killing monsters, but she has no skills that benefit monster killing. So she's not fun to put in a PvE fight. She doesn't have anything to ignore tier suppression. She doesn't have any bonus damage skills. Her skill literally says, you skip your next turn at a 40% chance. And Rogers goes immune with an 80% chance, and it stacks on all of his troops. So Lilith is the best chance, and even then it's a fair fight. Okay? And for other airship commanders, you have Golem. No one even comes close to Golem. Raymond and Blader are cool. They're fun. Blader's definitely better than Raymond. He ignores tier suppression, but at 20%. And Golem in a one-slot bus formation risks less troops, and he hits the hardest. Okay? So those are your airship guys. You got Rogers as the king of the game, and you got Golem. And the reason that Vera, the #1 player in the game, doesn't use Rogers is because Rogers can only be used well as a turtle commander. Just, you can put Golem gear on a Rogers, and he can hit just as hard as a Golem who doesn't crush, but his Awakening will hit as hard. But if he hits his 20% Tyrant Cometh skill, Rogers doesn't attack at all. So you can't like break through someone else's commander. If Rogers hits Tyrant Cometh, he just takes a bunch of damage. It's not, you gotta have Golem for that. And Vera's Golem is so big, he uses Golem as an offensive Golem and a defensive Golem. I don't know if he switches his gear up too much because his gear is almost maxed out, but his Golem is just really powerful. Not to mention, airships have the highest HP and defense out of all the troops in the game. Infantry hits 3 times harder, but they're 3 times more squishy. So not only does Vera have the best air commander, who's the hardest hitting commander in the game, his crush skill hits harder than anything else, but he also uses the troops that have the highest HP and defense. Now, if Golem used tier 11 walkers, Tier 11 walkers work with airships, not Tier 11 infantry. So it used to be that Tier 11 infantry on a one-slot bus Golem was the hardest hitting thing in the game. You never saw it. Golem, or Vera never used it. He always uses airships, but technically that was the hardest hitting in the game. But that's the airship meta. Rogers, Golem, mostly those guys. Blader and Raymond, honorable mentions. Blader definitely more than Raymond. Okay, then you have infantry. It's Stella. It's just Stella. She has a 60% Rings of Eternity skill. The X has a 40% skill. It hits for 1% damage. Stella's a 60%, hits for 1.5%. It's just better and better. Their 20% skills, I think the X has the attacks again if she kills the slot. That's good. It's a win more skill. If you're already killing a whole slot and you get to attack again, you know, in a really close fight, that extra attack's not going to do much for you. In an overkill fight, you might kill a monster with taking a few less losses. But Stella's the stronger stalwart fighter. Okay, so that's the infantry meta. Plasma gets thrown in there because he can trade with anyone. As long as the opponent has 3 slots of troops, Plasma will always trade evenly or better. If they only have 1 or 2 slots, you might lose troops if you're using Plasma incorrectly. Plasma versus a 1-slot bus commander will not out-trade. He needs to hit at least, because Plasma's skill hits all 6, but if there's no troops there, he doesn't kill troops, doesn't trade for points well. Okay, now, we've covered Stella, Plasma, Rogers, Golem. That's it. Those are the 2 in infantry and air. Now we talk about walkers. Going back to the original question, should you roll walkers? Yes. Walkers give you the absolute most options. See, the problem with infantry is you can't build a defensive infantry commander. There are no infantry commanders that have the Galileo or Blader style skills that every round they gain accuracy, they gain attack, they gain crit. No one in infantry does that. We'll get to Elf. Walker does. They've got Galileo for it. And I think King does. I gotta do a King replay. I ate my King a long time ago, but I know King's good. The problem with King, I think, was like, his skill was based off missing. So you don't want to put accuracy on King. You want him to kind of miss sometimes, because when he does hit, he hits really hard if he was gonna miss. So he's like the super anti-infantry commander. But walkers have so many choices to kill infantry, it's really not their problem, and it's their favorite matchup. The problem is going against airships, and the problem for walkers against airships is Rogers and Golem. If you go against somebody who's really powerful and strong and they're not using Rogers or Golem, you're probably going to beat them anyway. You didn't need to worry about it too much. Those are the ones you have to worry about, because those are the fights you're going to lose. So here are your options. If you want to go pure glass cannon because you're really powerful and you could one-shot most of your opponent's troops, you go with Hoodoo, because Hoodoo, if he one-shots a slot, or if he kills a slot, he has a death rattle. And that death rattle does the amount of HP, whatever those troops had, to the rest of the troops unmolested. So like a tier 1 army with 100,000 tier 1 troops. If Hoodoo somehow kills those 100,000 in that slot in one shot or whatever, it hits all the other troops. And there's a legendary Hoodoo replay on my channel if you want to watch it. Gan was defending his garrison with a large garrison. He got hit hard by a big golem, and he hit a Libra gem, which does riposte strike, against the back row of this golem who's hiding his heavy HP army, and he got destroyed. The Rangers blew up from the riposte strike. The death rattle went off, blew up all the other ships, and that goes down as the most legendary replay in Ark of War history at the moment. And that guy quit the game after. That was like literally a 2 billion resource loss. There's no way he saved any of his troops. Anyway, but that's Hoodoo. He's the quintessential glass cannon of walkers. Problem with Hoodoo is he doesn't have a guaranteed hit skill. You do have to have really high damage. You do have to have really high troops, right? You want to hit hard with Hoodoo. If you're fighting people that are just as good as you or better than you, Hoodoo's not going to do well for you. You're not going to get good death rattles off on him. And in that case, you're going to want to use Pictor. See what Pictor does, he has a 40% chance to do Hoodoo's skill, the other Hoodoo's second skill, the front row blast. So Walker Awakening hits all front row. Pictor's skill and Hoodoo's skill, their 40% skill, hits the front. If your attack hits, everything else in the front row gets hit too. It's called Sticky Bombs and Explosive Blast, something like that. Sticky Bombs, I don't know. It's Sticky Bombs. So if he hits slot 1, slots 2 and 3 get hit by Sticky Bombs. But if he hits Awakening, he hits slots 2 and 3 again. So they really, in one shot, can blow the whole thing up. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, Airship Awakening hits everything, and it hits not as hard, but it hits everything. But see, Walker troops have higher damage. Walker troops cost 2/3 of what an airship costs. So there, you get more troops per slot, so you get a higher overall attack value when they attack. And because their skills gain attack when they hit stuff, Walker, pound for pound, hits harder than Airship. So Pictor and Hoodoo are your quintessential offensive Walker guys. And if you run into a Hoodoo or Pictor, all they need to do is put troops in slot 1, and they can your whole day up. But some people want to play the longer game. You build all damage on those guys. But if you want to go like for Galileo and build like 1 barrier, 1 offensive weapon, next thing you know, you could have a Galileo that, because he heals and he has that instinct, that rolling gain, that he starts hitting harder and harder and healing himself. So in a fair fight, Galileo does really well, except against Rogers, and except against Golem, because Golems are going to one-shot Galileo. So that's why I think Galileo, even though he's a great commander, he just doesn't have ignore tier suppression like Blader. And walkers don't struggle against infantry, so any walker commander is good. So it's like, I love Galileo, man. I do. I think he's amazing, but like, he just doesn't fit into the current meta. There's just better options. Chain Blast, thank you. Chain Blast. And Pictor's Chain Blast hits harder than Hoodoo's. That's why it's better. Not much harder, but a little bit harder. And if you're not going to be one-slotting guys anyway, you're probably going to want that extra hit on those sticky bombs from Pictor. But the game meta changes. There's a dodge meta, then there's like this defensive meta, and then there's this like one-slot bust meta we're currently in. There's the plasma meta. But Hoodoo and Pictor stand the test of time there. Galileo in the current meta is not so great, but you know, this game's constantly changing. This game has changed a lot in the last 3 months, changed a lot in the last 6 months, changed a lot in the last year. Okay, but we're not done, right? Now we've got ignore tier suppression in the game. So you see how cool Bullet is and what he does with Ghost Cannon. Rock can do the same thing for the same exact percentage, for the same exact skill, but he has to use Yetis, and Yetis give up points in Galactic Battle and on the kill event. They're about the same to heal and make as Rangers are, but technically they give away a lot of points, so he's not as good as Bullet in that regard. But if you stack Strength and Weaken gear on the Rock, and you build up his Annihilator Ray and his leadership, he'll never miss infantry, and airships don't out-dodge you. So all you have to worry about is when you're doing an ignore tier suppression commander is hitting infantry. That's the hardest one, man. So Annihilator Ray on Rock with tier 1 Yetis can really dominate your opponents. If you have a guy on your server that's just kicking everyone's ass with high tier, and he's an infantry commander, roll Rock, get some accuracy gear, get some strength and weaken gear, and just send tier 1 at him, and he will cry. He probably won't even know how to stop you. He'll stop using his high tier. He'll just be garrisoning himself with the Rangers and just getting wrecked. But anyway, so for Walker, you have the 2 offense. You got Pictor, you got Hoodoo. You got the ignore tier suppression in the Rock. No longer Moonshadow. We thought Moonshadow was in that equation, but she is not. I have been corrected, and I have videos to show how I got fixed on all that, so check the channel if you want to see all those. They're in the You Suck at Ark of War series. That's the name of the series. It's not official. I just started putting it on my thumbnail, so I'm going with it. And then, yeah, so Moonshadow. Now we go to the guaranteed hit commanders. So where Hoodoo and Pictor lack is accuracy. Even though they're walker commanders, accuracy is a problem for them. And how do we make up for it? Well, you have Moonshadow and you have Chief, who both have guaranteed 40% hit skills. But Moonshadow actually has a 20% guaranteed hit skill, and it's based off of her attack gear, and it can be triggered by Tier 1, and it hits really hard, but it doesn't ignore Tier Suppression. It hits really hard, but it does ignore Tier Suppression. So if you send Moonshadow with, like, Tier 10 or Tier 7 in slot 1, and then just Tier 1 and all the rest, your opponent may not want to use Tier Suppression because they know you have a high Tier March coming. But if they don't use some Tier Suppression, your slots 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6 may hit a Silence, which is a guaranteed hit, and it hits really hard based off leadership amount. Now granted, you're going to be risking a lot of troops. But anyway, Moonshadow is a very versatile commander. She acts as a very good low-risk commander to fight with. And she has very high accuracy against the infantry matchup, which you see so much of. Her guaranteed hit skill kind of works like Chief's. Chief's is worded that it's 4% per level, and Golem's Crush is worded that it's 2% per level, but there's a video on Chief vs. Golem. You'll see that Golem's 2% hits harder than Chief's 4%. Golem's 2% Crush hits harder than Chief's 4% Rampage, because the 2% Golem gains is off of his base stat multiplier, and the 4% Chief gains is on the attack multiplier, which doesn't multiply the same. Now, you have Medusa in the equation because she has 2 guaranteed hit skills, and she buffs her troops to never miss. And then when the dodge meta is really strong, from like 2 million power to 16 million power-ish, Medusa is really effective at wiping out infantry commanders, just catching them, not missing, and crushing through them. It is hard later on to use Medusa to fight airships or one slot bust Stella, so that's why Medusa doesn't get really caught in the conversation. She's a great B commander. It doesn't hurt to absorb her one day. Definitely use her if you're going walker for a while. Absorb your Medusa into Galileo for a while, love on Galileo, and then one day absorb your Galileo into Hoodoo or Pictor. That's the way you do it. Did I miss anyone? Let's see. Rock, Moonshadow, Chief, Hoodoo, Pictor, Galileo. No, that's all 6. So you got a lot of choices in Walker. You don't have a lot of choices in infantry, and you do have choices in airship, but really it sucks going against a Golem or Rogers if you don't have a Golem or Rogers. So yeah, that's the meta of the current game in Season 3 Finals. I'm breaking it down for everyone so we have a time capsule here. We'll look back on this and go, oh man, they didn't know how good Raiden and Luna were back then. No one knew about those hidden talents. I cannot give Lurgo replays out. Thank you for spreading the word, Wolfie. Oh, we should probably see what's going on. Yeah, servers are all different too. Oh, yeah, hey, thanks Yoshi. Calling out the stream. Should we share it? How do we share it? I gotta like copy it. Alright, I don't know. Okay. We'll figure it out. Let's see. Alright, so where did we leave off? Yeah, Lurgo, dude, Lurgo's a monster, bro. Lurgo is a monster. I'm not allowed to share his replays. We made a deal. So when he gives me the go-ahead, I got some sweet videos already edited up, ready to drop. Let me tell you something. This thing, I have a big head, and this is a big hat. This thing is just sucking onto my head. Yeah, we are in the intermission phase of the fight here. Not a lot's going on. They're reposturing. CHP has the lead. They don't have to attack. So, yeah, you know, it's on NYC to make a move, and honestly, NYC probably does not want to make a move. They know what Vera's got, and they know that trying to get points off him is a nasty business. Got to remember, every time Vera hits, he takes 2.5 million Rangers with him, if you get hit by him. So yeah, you can black hole. You set black holes on your garrison and just blow Vera's army up as they come at you. But I mean, you only get. Oh, actually no. Tier 11 airships can't be black hole bombed. Yeah, I don't think he has full slots at Tier 11 airships yet either, though. But anyway, it's a nasty business. It's a nasty business, man. But walkers are fun to use, man. Walkers are the most versatile. Don't worry about absorbing walker commanders into the next walker commander. And once you get Galileo, he's a solid choice. If you do want to switch over to Chief, you can use Chief for a while. You can reabsorb him into Hoodoo or Pictor. All the walker commanders are pretty reasonable to get. They're not that bad, you know. Pictor and Hoodoo are harder to get to S-Class. They're hard to absorb. But when you're ready to go for that, talk to me. Make sure you know what you're playing this game for, right? I mean, once you're a year into this game, it's not about farming anymore. It's not about getting big anymore. It's about, like, what's your matchup, who you're going against, what do you want to do, why are you even playing this game, and then that's how you choose your commander. You know, are you okay with losing your whole army? Are you okay with losing like 3 months worth of farming in one attack because you're just feeling a little wild? You know, if you're willing to throw those dice, you're, you know, high energy, high effort, high risk player, yeah, go for it. But I personally, I play Bullet, I risk Rangers, and I have a good time doing it. Yeah, dude, you know, listen, I never wanted to start off with, I never wanted to do beginner videos on this channel. Like, the point of doing these videos was never to get an audience, was never to make money, was never to... I guess, yeah, I want to help people with the game, but it was more so of like showing people that there's a community to be had, and we share important stuff in the end game. Like monster farming and... Son of a bitch! Alright. So I think I know what happened. I think I know what happened, guys. I think I left my torrent client running. Oh, yeah. Now we got our other hat on. Gotta mix it up, man. Net neutrality at work, boys. Alright. I'm telling you, man, I know this is an unpopular opinion about net neutrality. Like, listen, man, I work on the internet. Like, I get the internet. I've been to Europe. I haven't been to Korea, but I do know that Korea has the sickest internet. And the internet should be treated like a utility, right? Like, it is a fundamental right. Like, I came home tonight, my internet was down for an hour and a half, and I was like, great. Like, I can't do my live stream. The biggest live stream this game has ever seen, and I'm not going to be able to do it. I was super bummed, but I called my internet people. They hooked it up. And now we got our internet back. But the thing is about the internet in America that people don't want to that people are like, listen, the internet as it is fine. It's not perfect, but it's ours. But the fact is the internet kind of sucks, man. Our internet is so slow. We have the slowest internet in the world, and we pay the most for it. And cable companies are getting pissed because everyone is unplugging, right? I don't have cable. I get all my news from the internet. And the news is such bullshit now. Everyone knows it. It's like, what do you believe on the news anymore? Like, how much spoon-fed bullshit about net neutrality have you been fed for the last 3 months? Right? I mean, everyone's told you that net neutrality is important. We need to protect it. We got to vote to stop all these people. But then all of a sudden, it passes again. Where everyone in the world was saying, no, 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 preserve Obama's net neutrality. Preserve it. But why did it still pass through? Because is anyone actually reading these bills, or is everyone just regurgitating the bullshit they see on all the news outlets that no one trusts anyway? So, all I'm saying is, net neutrality is a complicated subject, right? It's not as simple as like, we're just going to let the corporations take control, or we're just going to let the governments have control. It's got to be somewhere in between. Right now, the government has control. Net neutrality wants to give corporations control, and everyone says, we can't trust corporations because they'll get rid of unions. You're right, man. You got to be careful with corporations. They're a necessary evil, though, because we are based on a competitive, capitalistic society, and it's the best model. You can argue for socialism, communism, all you want, but they don't work. They don't work right now. They don't work for modern human man. And this whole net neutrality thing's really driving me crazy because I don't want to do politics. I'll argue with politics. I don't even care about politics. But I do know this. Whenever any media outlet ever starts feeding you bullshit and telling you what to believe, you should immediately be like, you know what? Yeah, I'm not going to trust this. Ever. You know, if Fox News or CNN is telling you to think one way, our news is so polarized now, you literally can't trust anything. Like, I remember back in, like, the 90s, you know? Like, the news was pretty trustworthy, you know? Everyone was doing fine. Things were okay. You know, and then 9/11 happened, and then it's just like, I feel like we didn't get the full details in this 9/11 story. Everyone's talking about thermite. Can it melt steel beams? Was there thermite? Like, who are these contracts? Why aren't there real records here? What was going on with the asbestos? Everyone started questioning the news, and everyone still feels like there's still stuff out there that we don't know. But you kind of want to trust the government, like. But ultimately, this net neutrality thing came to a push for me. I was just like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done giving a shit. I know American internet sucks, but. You know, it's like everyone was hating on Donald Trump. The news, everyone was like, "Oh, Donald Trump's a rapist. He's a this, a that. He's a Nazi. It's like, and then he still won the election. Like, do you really want to believe all the news? Listen, Donald Trump's got his faults, no doubt about that. He's not my first choice for president, but I'm just so thankful that Hillary Clinton didn't get involved. I mean, if Vladimir Putin is a ex-KGB gang member, what does that make Hillary? Holy shit. I mean, they've been peddling... Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. I'm just... American politics is so stupid, man. It's so dumb. The whole world watches us, and they're just like, what are these Americans doing? Do they hate Donald Trump? Do they love Donald Trump? What's going on? It's a total shit show, man. We have no idea. We don't own our media anymore. They own us. So... Yeah, it's funny, man. It's so funny. The same people that'll stand up and be like, you can't trust CNN, dude. CNN's the devil, man. It's Clinton News Network. You gotta trust Alex Jones and Infowars.com. Dude, that's the guy that goes to press conferences and pays people to yell that Bill Clinton's a rapist. Like, don't get me wrong, I think it's hilarious, but you can't really trust your news from that guy either. It's just, man. UK politics is just as bad, dude. It's just scary, man. It's so scary that we live in a world where everyone knows all the media is just nonsense. Poor Russians, man. The poor Russians, they get a bad rap on everything. Like, every Rocky movie, the Russians were the villains. Every Rambo movie. Stallone has really done a lot of microaggressions towards the Russians over the years. Well, you could blame the Cold War, but Stallone wasn't helping. All right. Let's, anyway, yeah, I gotta get off politics. I think my political rants are okay, as long as you don't get too serious about politics. I don't get too serious. I think they're all a joke, man. I think we're all getting played. This is my hat that I got from Exostalker. This is my Jack Sparrow hat. Now, I'm going to tell you something about this hat. This is all polyester. The picture is super good on Amazon, but when it got here, I had to iron it, and now it's all beat up. It doesn't look like real leather anymore. Got to, like, spray water on it to get the form back, but, whatever, man. It's one of the commander hats. We were talking about getting a new commander last night, getting Fate and Gambit. Now that we know how the commanders are made, for those of you that don't know, well, here's some Ark of War information. So the cool thing about our game is that it's a very high definition game. I mean, look at Stella, right? She has like this really HD package. I think the quality is either 720p or 1080p. It's really high def. And you'll notice that she's animated. See how her arm moves, her shoulder moves, her gun moves, kind of like this. There's movement there. There's animation, but it's not actually animation. It's an alpha image, which is like an image on a transparent background, and then they use Java to like pin and localize where the item's going, and there's literally just a script that tells it to shift 3 pixels that way, shift 3 pixels this way, and it makes it look like her wrist is moving, when really it's just Java moving an image. But that's how this game does it, and some commanders are much more animated than others, and I found out that today, Nekajiro is one of the most complicated heroes in the game. I guess he wasn't an original launch hero, he kind of came in later. But look at Nekajiro, man. Look at all of his elements. Like, see his right arm there? See how his gun moves up and down? It shakes up and down. You see the movement of the bubbles inside the little green thing right there? I mean, that's some real complicated animation, man. And what that is that's literally images rolling over other images, even though it looks like there's bubbles inside that thing. It's not. It's not a pre-rendered animation. The Java's doing it. And that's why whenever you see fights of like 6 slots of Tier 9 infantry versus 6 slots of Tier 9 infantry, your phone will lag. It's just like, really? Like, my phone's lagging watching a battle? But yeah, it's because the app, Java's doing too much work. You ever played a Java game? Like, remember when Minecraft used to be on Java and you'd load up a really big map and it would lag? That's what the game is doing, so. Oh, shoot. I don't know how old that is, Wayne. But I fixed the live stream. What the problem was is I was doing some illegal pirate behavior. So I have stopped my illegal pirate behavior. And now my stream's running good again. So, alright, let's get caught up on the battle. Alright, so we're an hour and a half in. We're 30 minutes away from the giveaway. We're 1.4 million points deficit. CHB has the lead. CHB is on the defensive. NYC hasn't given up, but they are certainly not taking the initiative. Yeah, what's your idea? I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. I know one trick. I'll tell you guys one trick. I also know how to speed up your ace battles, too. I should probably make a video about that. I mean, if people haven't figured it out, here it is. I gotta take this off. It's driving my head crazy. It's too hot in here. Okay, so when your map is in a very heavily cluttered area, Yeah, exactly. If there's a lot of arcs, basically, you lag. So here's the TNT base, and if you this guy's he's already zeroed. I was gonna come pay him a visit. I was gonna come pay you a visit, Gabitza. Yeah, you messed with my alts for almost a week there, and that was 4 months ago. But every time I see him, I warp to him and zero him. You don't touch dick butt, man. You stay away from dick butt. Anyway, yeah, when there's a bunch of arcs, the game lags, and the game doesn't stop lagging. So if you go to your Ace of Galaxy, you can almost see it just lagging as it loads. Right? It's nasty. I don't even want to start a fight because I know it's just annoyingly laggy. So whenever I need to do stuff like that or watch a replay, or if it's nasty, I'll just go all the way out here, and there's nothing there, and then it's much better, much more responsive. That wasn't a good example, but it is. So, how we doing on tiles? Oh, we're making money, baby. And is Emperor unshielded yet? I'm just sitting here, just waiting for this guy. I'll get him again. He's rebuilt his power. He rebuilt his power. We zeroed him the other day, a couple times, last month. Alright. Let's check out... Alright, where are we at? Man, so let's look at the rewards real quick. Very disappointing rewards. First place and second place. The only difference is... Oh gosh, what is it? Instead of 1 million melange, they get 400,000 melange. That ain't shit. Instead of 40,000 gold per players, they get 100,000 gold per players. That ain't shit. 60,000 gold is literally like 9 release 10s. It costs Vera 100,000 gold just to heal his tier 11 in one fight. Now granted, that goes to all 80 players, but still, you know, in this game, it's 5 people doing the heavy lifting. 2 spirit stones for first place, 1 spirit stone for second place, and magazines. Just not enough of anything, man. You know what should be there? 10,000 infinity crystals. Yeah, that would be nice. Then again, though, that would give everyone in the guild tier 11 or tier 9. Now, see, that would be sick, man. Really make guild leaders fight for it. If you could give everyone in your guild like 10,000 infinity crystals, that would be dope. And you know what? We should recommend that to the devs. Our little community's getting bigger. So tonight's giveaway, I want to talk about that. Tonight's giveaway is a $50 gift card for just being in the chat when I randomly select a name off the list. The other $50 is for the #1 participating guild. So part of signing up for the live stream, I should jump in there and put that link in there again. Part of it is you can give us your name, your server, and your guild, and then at the end, we tally it all up. Whoever had the most guild participation wins another $50 gift card. Obviously, I can't afford to give everyone a $50 gift card, but I will give the guild one, and they can decide what to do with it. Now, I probably know your guild leader or whoever is the most active in your guild, so that's who's going to get it, and they can decide what to do with it from there. But I'll announce it to a few of the people that entered, because there's going to be a lot of them. I know, I'm wondering which Seraphim, though. There's like 3 Seraphims. Seraphim has a high turnout for this giveaway, so... anyway, yeah, giveaway link. I'm putting that in the description right now. Sorry for the delay. Alright. So you have until 12 o'clock tomorrow. You have until noon tomorrow. You have 15 more hours to have your guild members subscribe to the channel as 1 entry, and then give me their details for a 2nd entry. All you got to do is take the link from the description below and then copy it and share it right into Ark of War. Put it in your guild message, mail all. Hey, want to learn more about Ark of War? Go watch this bald guy. He talks a lot. Put the link in there, and they'll subscribe, or not. I don't know. Maybe they'll call you an asshole. Who knows? But anyway, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to build a community. We're trying to get more knowledge about the game. We're trying to get more contributions so that the foreign scene, our scene, gets a little more recognition. And not that we don't get good recognition. Listen, we got a Christmas event coming, okay? We got a Christmas event coming in... From my best guess, our Christmas event is going to be here on Friday night at midnight, Saturday morning is when we get our Christmas event. And I'm thinking, for sure, we're getting the sleigh back for the $100 pack. Obviously, the gold pack, that's endless buy. You can buy as many as you want. $100. Ugh. You're going to get... It's going to be a gold spend event. When you say there's one on your servers, are you talking about the Christmas events already going on? Anyway, alright, so the gold spend event, so you like spend 40k, get this, spend 200k, get this, spend 600k, get this, and then there's the crazy one. It's like spend 8 million. Spend 8 million and you get like Takeda Santa, which is what last year's was. Last year we also had Maruko for Halloween. We didn't get him this year. We might get Lilith for Christmas. We might get Santa Takeda. We might get Medusa. I don't know if you know those. All those have like Christmassy skins. The X had a Valentine skin, but I mean, what I'm saying is that the company does play into the foreign scene, right? They know that there's money to be made on their English-speaking market, so they do our holidays as well. So anyway, I think the Christmas stream is coming, or the Christmas event's coming. I think it's on Saturday morning, and it's going to be a big one, man. It's going to be a big one. A lot of people are going to get Tier 9 at the end of the year. A lot of people. Whatever is going on in your server right now, just know January 1st, this is going to be a new game. Maybe not, you know, strategy-wise, but there's just going to be a bunch of new players that are going to be able to challenge you or roll over you. So be prepared. Be prepared. So the Spirit Stone is a... Is that the right word, Spirit Stone? Okay, so there's... Let's see if we can do it. Nope, in the stream. Okay, so there's two types of stones. There's the stone you get from rare events, from some server events called Energy Stones. They let you add a second jewel to any equipment you want. And by doing so, you can trigger two different skill sets, so like Sagittarius and Gemini, or Scorpio and Taurus. Not that you would do that, but I'm just saying, instead of just having one set of 4 to choose from, you get 2 sets. Well, the Energy Stones, the Spirit Stone gets it to the next level. They take you to the next level, and they let you add a third one, an actual third Star Jewel set. So, listen, if you got level 40 gear, that Spirit Stone it's worth it to you because you've already put 10 million melange into that item. So it's definitely a good item. 1, I think, is kind of, or 2 is okay for the winner, but my proposal is that they add in like a carnival spin the wheel function. Every time you spend a $100 pack, you get like a token to spin the wheel, and on this wheel there's like 30 things, and they're like custom skins for commanders, or you know, like a fat resource pack of 10 million of all resources. Just really good things that would be helpful in the game, and you just spin the wheel, baby. You know, they'll make more money. People would want to use those. So I think the winner should get like tokens to spin a real premium wheel. Not that stupid Berserk thing. I mean, come on, get out of here with that Berserk. That sucks. The best prize is fabrication. Once you get it, you never play again. I mean, come on. That was stupid. Just not the best implementation. They could have done... I'm telling you, that Wheel of Fortune, baby. Wheel of Fortune. I can't use that title, though. How about Wheel of Fortuna? Wheel of Fortuna. Anyway, so if you haven't done it already, in the Score Demon, that sounds familiar. Score Demon. I recognize that name. I don't know. Okay. If you haven't done it already, the link to the game, the link to the giveaway is in the description below. Share it if you like. I'd appreciate it. And now let's jump back into this game. We got 20 minutes left, 25 minutes left for the $50 gift card giveaway. That's right here. And I haven't figured out how I'm going to send that out. I don't know. I'll have to mail it, email it, whatever's good for you. I can even scratch it here if that's that easy. So, and no trying to pull any fast ones. I'll verify with Google before I send it over that it is legit. I'll get an email from this. They don't try to pull that, oh, it's already used. No. This ain't my first rodeo. Alright, so what do we got here? CHB is back. 230 million Vera. One of their heavy hitters. Okay, so there's waterfalling, there's butt cheeks. Okay, I had the crew's there. Vera, they're protecting the left side stronghold just as a deterrent to slow NYC down. What are we seeing here? First off, I will say that 1 million points is a significant amount of points, right? That is the equivalent of 20 tier 10 airships, and they're down by 1.6 million, was it? So they've got to kill like 50 tier 10 or tier 11 airships. That's a lot. You can't do that with black hole bombs. You got to catch a big march there. Vera and company know that, so they're probably just garrisoned with rangers and black holes to see if they try anything. And so NYC could take the initiative. Yeah, I don't know. I can buy it on the Apple Store if necessary. What NYC seems to do is probably try the Berserk style, at least make a gold attempt, spend 10, 20,000 gold just jumping around and trying to zero arcs. Maybe you'll get lucky. Probably not, but maybe. You don't know what's been going on CHB's server. Someone might have gotten zeroed recently or close to it. might have got hit a few times by someone big. You never know. But it's worth doing. You're in the finals. Give it a shot, you know. What do you got to lose? A few 100,000 gold? You know. I mean, yeah, the prize isn't going to pay for it, but you're here. Do it. Do something. You know, to get here, you need to have been playing 6 to 8 to 12 hours sometimes just to win each match to get this far. So you're here. Do it. NYC, buckle up. I know guild morale's low. We talked about this earlier. NYC purged off 25 members of their roster. AXR and NYC merged in the last server merged. And the guild leader of NYC apparently kicked 25 members out and filled it with alts and said that those members were dead weight and they weren't participating, and that's why their spots got taken. Now, NYC and CHB both don't let all their members join. They basically said, you're not allowed to join the GB. If you do, we'll kick you out of the guild. So all their members are just sitting around on their alts watching, wishing they could be a part of the guild battle. Which kind of sucks about being in a guild like that. You don't get to compete at the highest level because you probably don't even speak their language. That sucks. But in our guild, everyone speaks English. Most everyone speaks English. So everyone gets to participate. We still do well. We still have fun. And that's the kind of way we like to play it at this point. Yeah. So, welcome back. Alright. Hey, all of a sudden I got the yawns. What's going on? Alright, I'm going to play with the settings here. What can we do with this thing? What can we do? Okay, stream is healthy. Gaming, Ark of War. Enable DVR. Up to 4 hours while streaming. Yeah, oh, you get points for massacring. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, good call. Anyone else? If I miss anything else, please help me out. Help me out. Don't hate me for this. Don't hate me for this. I'm going to put monetize and watch this on a different account, and I'm going to see what happens. Because it's really